Welcome to Asia Sky Media. I'm in Pasadena with my McMahon. You are running for Assembly
District 41.
And what's that? Where's that cover?
So that covers a pretty large area of the San Gabriel Mountains, starting in Pasadena up into La Cañada Flint Ridge.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's all right.
I think they
keep going.
Yeah.
It's Pasadena, La Cañada Flint Ridge, and then it goes.
People love you.
It goes east along the 210 freeway, all the way out to the 15, and then it goes north into the high desert, into Oak Hills, Pinion Hills, and Phelan.
Wow, so we cover a lot of area. And you know, in our Chinese community, Rancho Cucamonga, there's a huge, big Chinese community there.
Okay, great. Yeah, I mean, I have the area of Alta Loma,
okay.
which is basically from the border of Upland out to Carnelian, and then along the 210 freeway up until about Day Creek Boulevard.
Oh, okay. So pretty wide area. But actually, we do have Chinese community in Pasadena.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, also. So if people want to find out more about you, where do they have to go?
They can find me at McMahon, McMahon, the number 4, assembly.com. And then also on Instagram at McMahon_assembly41. And then Facebook and Twitter.
Okay. And here's one very special thing about you is you were Police of the Year. Police of the Year, right? Award Police of the Year.
I was.
In LAPD.
Yeah. After I was a 14-year veteran of the LAPD. In 2011, I was awarded Police Officer of the Year.
From 9,400,
yeah.
And you are the best one.
I was one of the best. Yeah, for that year, I was one of the best.
So see, that thing represent you are a good cop. You did your job. That's how you get those awards, right?
Yeah. It's by being a good cop. I responded to calls and I tried the best that I could every single day. And I like to say that I really was a good cop.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that with any kind of ego, but I used to pride myself on being the best. And every day I would show up to my job thinking that I was the best.
You are the
best.
Huh?
Every day I approached my job thinking that I was going to be the Officer of the Year again. So,
and then tragic happened.
Yeah, tragedy occurred. 14 years. I was fired on July 1st because I stood up for my beliefs. I stood up for my principles and morals. And some people say it's easier to fight for your principles than it is to live up to them. And I like to think that I did both.
So you did both by the principle, your principle.
I was an independent thinker, and in this day and age, that's kind of it's kind of frowned upon. Mm-hmm. To be able to think and decide for yourself. I decided that the program they wanted me to subscribe to with the vaccines and the testing, it wasn't for me. And I had to stand up for the Constitution of the United States because I found it to be unconstitutional. I found it to be against our natural rights as humans. And I decided that I wasn't going to bend or break and give up the right to my own body.
So the principle you're standing for is not something materialistic for yourself. You are just trying to stand up for the country.
Yes, that's absolutely right.
and then you get fired.
I got fired for it. Absolutely.
Oh, man, and I don't think people in other country will understand, will notice. This is the America we are living in right now.
This is.
Yeah,
we're losing our rights every day as American citizens, and once we give up those rights, once we acquiesce to what the government wants us to do, we'll never get those rights back.
Yep.
And we have to put up a fight for it, because this is still the greatest country on the planet, but we just have to fight for it. Freedom is not free. Freedom is always fought for.
somebody has to pay for it.
Absolutely.
And see, you are the kind of cop the Hong Konger look forward to. What happened is like in July 21st, and we have a triad going into the subway and start hitting people. And at that moment, people were hoping cops show up. But in 36 minutes, there's no cop. And Hong Kong is not a big area.
Right.
Usually like 5 minutes. And actually the subway station, it is next to a police station.
Oh my gosh.
And people show up like 36 minutes. And that is the time people start hate the police because the system. And then it comes, and then something worse happened in August 31st. Whole bunch of cops rush into subway and start hitting people who wear black shirt or young man or young kid. See, for us, at that, after those incidents, we were thinking, why the cop has to follow such order? The cops will know they are not doing something right, but the money comes before their value.
Right.
Their income is come before their value, or their pension comes, and so every cop will just follow the order. See, this is why your value, like vote for your value, and we're telling people vote for your value.
Vote your values.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
the value is our constitution, right? And if America turn out to be just like Hong Kong, there's no place, nobody can immigrant to. No
Right.
place to immigrant to, because everywhere is the same. So we need people to tell your friend, even though if you are not in Assembly District 41, you may have a friend is in District Assembly District 41.
Please, yeah.
Yeah, and vote for my man. And now on the now enough about history. What happened before? Okay, let's talk about what will happen in the future. Like you got elected, and then the first thing you want to change.
Oof. There's so many. I'll be honest with you, Dennis. There's so many bad bills that have been pushed through our government, our local government, that it's impossible to put a finger on. What I'm seeking to do is, I always say I'm only renting that seat for 2 years, because what I'm hoping to do is provide the voice of the people and allow it to dictate how I operate. The people have to have a voice in their government, and right now they don't.
Yep.
And so I'm going up there to give the voice back to the people. Now, what I want to do is go up there and just look at all these bills that have affected us so poorly, and either work to repeal them or work to amend them so that they're better suited for the public. Because I think that's the most important thing. We're so laden with laws in this country and in this state that it's not always working for the people.
Yep.
Right? All it does is restrict us more. I want a smaller government. I want a less restrictive government, and that's my first thing going up there, is to look at these laws that don't provide for the people, and look to repeal or amend them.
Okay. Thank you for your time. And if people want to donate or volunteer, where do they have to go?
Yeah, please. We are a small grassroots campaign. And, unfortunately, one of the hardest parts is to ask for money, but that's what we need. If you can, donate your time. If you can't donate your time, I ask you to donate your money. Every dollar that goes to my campaign is already marked for certain things, whether that's to buy more signage, to buy advertisements, to pay for gas.
Yeah.
So, I need your help, and hopefully, God willing, I'll be able to get up into that seat Now, you can find me, as I said earlier, at McMahon, MCMAHON, the number 4, assembly.com. And on that page is a link to our donations and volunteer.
And volunteers.
Yep.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Dennis. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, man. Oh, leave me hanging. We're still live.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.